the unique kindness of Vietnamese families. Hello, dear friends. Today I want to talk to you about something that I believe is profoundly moving and inspiring: the unique kindness of Vietnamese families. Picture this: a cozy home filled with laughter, where love is abundant and kindness flows as effortlessly as the gentle river streams in the serene countryside. Living in the fast-paced world we do today, these images can almost seem too idealistic, yet, for Vietnamese families, they aren't mere fantasies, but a way of life. The way they exude kindness, not only within their own families, but towards strangers and the community, is remarkable and truly heartwarming. But why is this topic so significant? Because perhaps by diving into this beautiful trait, we can explore valuable practical lessons to enhance our own lives and relationships. If our intrigued hearts are ready, let's embark on this compassionate journey together. You see, when we think of kindness and family values, we often have our own preconceptions. Some people might believe that such values are too utopian to be applicable in the real world. However, these are misconceptions that I hope to break today. In Vietnamese culture, kindness is not a grand, unattainable ideal, but a daily practice, deeply woven into the fabric of everyday life. Imagine grandparents taking the time every evening to share age-old wisdom with their grandchildren, or families, neighbors, and even entire communities coming together during festivals to ensure no one feels unloved or left out. This beautiful concept is simply about extending love, understanding, and support in the simplest ways, through actions and words that speak volumes. It's not about extraordinary efforts, but persistent small acts that collectively foster a deeply nurturing environment. One might say it's like planting seeds of joy and watching them bloom into a garden of happiness. Now, let's take a moment and think about our own daily lives. Do you feel that you're practicing kindness as much as you could? How often do you take time to share a loving word with a family member or lend a helping hand to a neighbor? It's easy to get caught up in the rush of modern life and overlook these little acts of kindness that can mean the world to someone. I want to challenge you today. Ask yourself, how can I be a little kinder? How can I bring a touch of Vietnamese warmth into my world? It doesn't need to be a radical shift. It can start small. Perhaps call a friend or family member you've lost touch with, help someone with their groceries, or even just smile at a stranger. The key is to start. There's a critical difference between thinking about being kind and actually taking the steps to do so. Why not be the one who dares to make these small yet significant changes? Let me illustrate this core concept with a simple metaphor. Think of kindness like a ripple in a pond. When you throw a stone into the water, it creates ripples that spread far and wide. In the same way, acts of kindness, no matter how small, create a ripple effect that can stretch far beyond the initial act. For instance, the kindness of Vietnamese families shows to each other sets an example for their children, who then carry those values into their own lives and interactions. These actions are like sunlight that nurtures the seeds of compassion, allowing them to flourish. Visualize the peaceful currents of a serene pond being disturbed by the gentle ripples of kindness. This is how powerful and far-reaching your actions can be, spreading warmth and goodwill in ever-widening circles. But let's not fool ourselves. Being consistently kind isn't always easy. It's a journey that comes with its own set of challenges. Learning from Vietnamese families, it's clear that their kindness stems from facing and overcoming their hurdles together. Embrace this idea by realizing that the first steps are often the hardest. Maybe it's awkward to start new conversations or intimidating to offer help when you're unsure if it's needed. However, there's beauty and strength in persistence. Think of it like climbing a mountain. Each step might be tough, but the view from the top is unforgettable. Take the example of a Vietnamese grandmother who tirelessly watches over her grandchildren, ensuring they are instilled with love and the right values every single day. Can we draw inspiration from this and persist in our efforts? As we draw to a close, let's reframe our understanding of the power of kindness. Let's take these valuable lessons from Vietnamese families to heart and let them transform our worlds. We hold the power to make our surroundings a bit brighter, our hearts a bit warmer, and our lives more enriched. I urge you to take action now. Don't let these thoughts just sit within you. Call that person, lend that hand, smile that smile. Remember, every single kind act contributes to a larger tapestry of human connection and warmth. Take a moment to reflect on your own efforts, and let's start this ripple of kindness together. Share your experiences with us, interact with our community here, and let's create a wave of change. Subscribe, comment, and let's keep this conversation and practice alive. Together, we can make kindness the cornerstone of our lives, fostering a world that's not only kinder, but profoundly connected and compassionate. Thank you, dear friends, for joining me on this heartfelt journey.